YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, courses, podcasts, Amazon, coaching, affiliate marketing, and so much more. There are so many options as a content creator, and as a new or small content creator, how do you keep up? What is best to focus on? Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome to my channel, Travel to Money. Today, I'm going to talk to you about where I am narrowing my focus in 2024, the new things I plan to try, and the old things I'm leaving behind. If you are considering content creation, I want to get real with you. There is a quote by Pele, the great soccer player, and I think it sums up a lot of my thoughts about the journey to become a successful content creator. He says, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." As I look back on the last 3 years I've spent on this channel, which is where my content creation journey began, I think one of the most important lessons I've learned has to do with the last thing mentioned in that quote from Pele, where he says that part of success is love of what you are doing or learning to do. You see, the thing about becoming a content creator is that there are so many different avenues you can pursue, and I know for me, I've found myself throwing a lot of stuff at the wall to see what sticks. I've tried a little bit of everything. On one hand, trying new things is fun for me, and I've also learned a ton during that process, but after trying all of the things, the best lesson I've learned is to identify what parts of content creation I truly love. And I've also learned that I can't do it all. So until I'm ready and able to build a bigger team, I need to stop doing all of the things and focus on what I love. The parts of content creation that fill me up, that give me joy, because I don't want to try to just do all the things that make the most money, because the money matters less if it brings with it anxiety or just feelings of unhappiness. Let me say right now, if you're looking for a video that just tells you how to make the most money as fast as you possibly can, although I will tell you where I've made money the fastest, there are other people and other videos who have way more to offer in that area than I do. But I do think what I offer is something a bit more realistic. It's probably more along the lines of the average person's experience becoming a content creator. So let's dive into the things I'm leaving behind, and then I'll tell you the areas where I am choosing to focus. Keep in mind that a lot of this is based on what I love to do and what brings me joy. The things in content creation that bring you joy may be different than mine, and that's totally okay. I just hope it inspires you to evaluate what it is you really love, because content creation takes time, and you should love how you are spending your time. Okay, first thing I'm leaving behind is merch on demand. I have a little bit of a background in graphic design, and I was like, that would be so fun to make a new t-shirt every day. I could design a little something and throw it up on the site. I think if you love making designs, this could be a lot of fun for you. However, I think the research and trademark side of this just sucks the joy out of it for me. Plus, after a couple of weeks of making designs and having zero sales, I was like, okay, folks out there are definitely making it sound easier, and at that point I realized it was a long game that was just distracting from the things that I love to do more. Plus, it wasn't focused on my Travel to Money brand. It was just something fun that I thought might bring in a few dollars for the business. Ultimately, dropped. The next thing that I'm dropping might be a little more surprising, and that's Instagram. Now, I'm going to explain this one a bit more because it's nuanced. You might have heard me talk about it before, but about a year ago, I had a video go viral on Instagram. What every creator wants, right? Well, be careful what you ask for. I went from around 700 followers to over 80,000 followers in 1 month. That's more than 2,500 new followers every day. That's over 100 new followers every hour. There were a few days in there when I would just keep refreshing the screen on my phone, and every refresh the number would go up. It was insane. And at first it was exciting. I remember when it passed 25,000, I was just stunned. But this has been both a blessing and a struggle. That one video got over 2 million views, but I wasn't ready for what so many people thought about me. There was so much encouragement, but there was also enough negativity and downright hate to send me into a mental and emotional spiral that I've never been in before. I know other folks on Instagram who have seen the same kind of response, and they literally don't care. I've asked them, but that's not me. You can't just tell me, oh, just don't let it bother you. I'm just not wired to be able to handle that well. It actually had me considering whether or not to be a content creator at all. Now, Instagram is not the only place I've ever received a negative comment, but in my experience, it breeds a lot of negativity. On the flip side, many of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel ended up here because you first saw me on Instagram. People have actually come to Pago, Spain, become good friends of mine, and purchased homes there because of that Instagram video going viral. And that is something so cool that I still can't get over. The other positive was the various content creators I've met and done collaborations with as a result. More on some new collaborations in a bit. Although there have definitely been some positives, I want to talk about the next negative regarding Instagram and my journey, and that is the control that Instagram imposes with little to no return. For example, if I don't post every day and make multiple reels every week, it doesn't matter that I have 80,000 followers. I may post a story and they'll only show it to 200 people. I get that many story views on my personal Instagram that only has 700 followers. It just begins to feel like, what's the point? Seriously, what is the point of having 80,000 followers if you can't reach them? It's so dumb and honestly frustrating. But not all my Instagram woes are Instagram's fault. The most popular thing on Instagram is Reels, and I'm just not that great at making short form content. I'm not all that entertaining. I'm not good at making things catchy. I'm good at teaching you how to do something and encouraging you on that journey. And I just don't do that well in short form content. Earlier this year, I hired someone to help me part-time, mainly to focus on really being consistent with my content, and Instagram was a big part of that plan. We did really well for a couple of months, but it was sucking up a ton of time and not yielding results. So going forward, I'll still be around on Instagram. I'll post something if and when I feel like it, but I'm not going to have a business plan for Instagram. It just doesn't meet my business needs. And every single time I post something, I get anxiety. That alone makes it not worth it to me. Will it be part of a broader plan in the future? Maybe, but Instagram needs to stop controlling creators so much. It takes the joy out of it, and I can tell you now, I am not the only one stepping away. The next thing I'm dropping is the focus on affiliate marketing. I am signed up for so many affiliate marketing accounts. For the most part, I just signed up to be an affiliate for brands who I already used and products or services I was already talking about and promoting. But now it offered me an opportunity to get commissions. I think where I stand on this one is that I'll continue to keep a few affiliates around in the future, but I'll be really selective when I decide to do anything new. For the most part, this does not pay off. It's not that I've never made anything with affiliate marketing, but with about 20 different companies I've promoted, there is only one company where it has even remotely paid off. And I'm tired of doing free advertising for people, working it into my plan, and getting so little out of it. That is not to say that there can't be some amazing affiliate opportunities. It's just not going to be a focus, and it will be very selective. Okay, now that I've been a Debbie Downer about a few topics, let me briefly mention one that falls in the middle for me, and that is courses. I think I can do a good job of making a course about how to buy a house in Spain and how to start an Airbnb, but it continually gets put on the back burner. I haven't decided if it's something I love or not yet, but it is something I still want to do. I'm not sure if I would say that that falls into areas of focus for 2024, but it's definitely something on the maybe shelf. All right, now let's get to the good stuff. And let me tell you, what I'm doing right now is one of the things that fills my cup, and that is making YouTube videos. I love it. I've made a video almost every week for 3 years now, and I still love it. Now, if I was chasing dollars, I would have given up a long time ago. But because I love it and I keep working to make it better, I do think one day it will pay off in monetary ways. Right now, with 5,000 subscribers, I'm making around $100 a month. Of course, when it comes to the money, what really matters is views, not subscriber count, but maybe that will give you an idea. 3 years to get 5,000 subscribers and $100 a month. Most people aren't going to give up their day jobs for that, but I love it. And speaking of loving it, I really thought about what I love most in life and what I would enjoy doing the most. I love building relationships, having conversations, constantly learning new things, helping those of you out there with information you're looking for. And like I said before, I love YouTube. So I'm taking those ingredients and I'm starting 2024 by adding a video podcast to this very channel, with the audio also available on Spotify. On that podcast, I'm starting with 3 new shows. One about real estate with my friend and expert real estate entrepreneur, Jeremy Resmer. One about travel with friends from Nigel and Sue Adventures, where we talk about world travel and van life. And one about expat life with Pablo Arias, who is an international relocation expert. I don't know if I can tell you how excited I am about this and how thankful I am that they are each joining me on this adventure. I've upgraded a lot of my equipment and I'm excited to get to work. You'll be able to join us for a new episode every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. At some point, I may expand into other shows for the podcast, but I want to see how I handle the three first. On the topic of YouTube, I'm also starting two other YouTube channels. Not everything fits into the niche that I've created with Travel to Money. I may create another channel that has podcast vibes where I interview people who I believe have great stories to tell. I may also start another channel teaching people how to do specific things like how to make certain video edits, how to build a website, and other things that I'm already doing where I would just film the process as I'm doing it. I'm looking for channel opportunities that don't add the kind of time that I have to put into this type of video. For this video, I spent about 2 hours writing this script. I'll spend 30 minutes filming and another 2 to 3 hours editing. For future, and that's where I have to make an edit. For future channels, I would prefer focusing on videos that aren't quite as time consuming to create. Another thing I'm going to be holding on to is Amazon Influencer. I've got other videos about the Amazon Influencer program if you want to check it out. And it's not that I love making videos as an Amazon influencer, but I certainly don't dislike it, and it helps that it has provided more money for this business than anything else I have pursued, and in a very short period of time. I'm earning about $800 to $900 per month with very little effort put in, and my friend, who started after me and has put in a little more effort than me, is about to close her first $2,000 month, and she's not even a content creator. The last thing I'm going to keep around is coaching, and that's not something directly related to content creation, but it is a result of my content creation. I coach on a few topics, but the main one that I get booked for is helping people learn about how to buy a house in Spain. I absolutely love meeting new people, and especially if I'm able to help them, but I can't just give out my phone number or meet every person for coffee, so I created coaching at a fairly reasonable price. The first time I met with someone, I was like, I love talking to people. I can't believe I just got paid to talk to someone. That really fills my cup. It's still a direct exchange for my time, so it will never be something that I want to push too heavily or do full time, but I really enjoy the occasional coaching sessions while it helps me in working toward my financial goals. I love meeting people just like you, hearing your stories and getting to follow your journey. Well, what do you think of my plans for 2024? Does it help to bring any clarity to your journey as a content creator? I'd love to know your thoughts. Do me a big favor, like this video and subscribe to join me every day where travel and adventure build financial freedom. I can't wait to see where your dreams will take you.